Hello there everybody, Sublime Gamer, and welcome back to Tokyo Babel. Now, at the time you're watching this, I'll probably be at Fandom Fest. But anyway, let us continue off where we last left off. At the beginning of battle! Filling his eyes with more information than his future-seeing powers could handle, I landed another hit on his shoulder. Caniel took a step back and locking his hands on his chest, gave me a sign to stop. I landed my 100th hit on him just now. Caniel let out a relieved breath and rubbed his chin. Let's hope so. Even if Oshiba Hagene's powers didn't end up being future-related, this practice over the past few days has taught me more things regarding battle than I could count. Caniel gave me a pat on the shoulder with a smile. Kinda leaving me putting a lot on my shoulders there, buddy. Okay, Mom! Oh my god, Raziel! Well, we've seen Astaroth in an apron. Now we need to see Caniel in an apron. And so came the day of our pilgrimage. Oshiba Hagene was waiting for us in Roppongi district. A city of the rich with many luxurious mansions jutting from its soil, countless venture corporations lining its business streets, and a pleasure quarter that sucked the money from the wallets of its visitors like a vampire. And now, in that town that must have turned to nothing but a ghost of its former self, a crazed Oshiba Hagene was waiting for us. I took a deep breath. I hoped it wasn't fear that was making my knees tremble. Excitement, curiosity, tension. Various emotions blended with each other in my mind, elevating my senses to unprecedented levels of acuteness. I would have preferred an apple. Not a big banana fan. I lost all my tension in a split second. Sormi cocked her head, puzzlement coloring her face. Sormi returned to preparing our lunch boxes. I was glad she dispelled the tension, but I couldn't help feeling that something else got dispelled alongside with it. Lilith interrupted, not addressing anyone in general. Raziel joined our circle as well. I thought so too. Then again, people hardly ever comprehended their own hearts. The best we could do was avoid telling ourselves we truly understood others, when in reality we didn't. And at the same time, we should never abandon our efforts to keep trying regardless. Special? Be careful. We regarded the 4 lunch boxes lying on the table. They didn't seem any different in appearance. I was overtaken by a very bad feeling all of a sudden. As long as there's no needles in them. She gave us a peace sign, an innocent smile on her face.
大丈夫大丈夫、4人に1人しか当たらないんだよ。誰か1人は確実に当たるけど。
Oh, goody.
食べなきゃダメ？食べてくれなきゃ泣く。ハンカチ噛んでむせび泣く。すごいよ、私の泣き顔はちょっと見られたものじゃないよ。
Yeah, I bet.
なぜに自慢げなのか。まあいいわ。せつな、あなたが選んでちょうだい。
Ah, okay. From the 4 boxed lunches laying on the table, I chose the... Okay. Again, I was told to pick a very specific box. So, I shall pick box on the right. We marked the boxes we chose and stuffed them into the pocket dimension. Apparently, living beings couldn't enter it, but it was very useful for storing things. According to Lilith and Raziel, they could fit a car there if they wanted to. Well, shit!
ほら、ゲームでアホみたいにアイテム持てるでしょ？ポーション99個的な。原理はそれと同じよ。
But who would want 99 potions? Get 99 high potions. Yeah, it didn't explain much, but I chose not to pursue the subject further. I too proceeded to store my Picati sword in the pocket dimension. I also stuffed 9 packets of rations into my pockets. All of my powers consumed huge amounts of energy, so I had to prepare some extra calories I could intake in a state of emergency. I got the feeling Stormy would probably complain about me taking those despite having her boxed lunches, but there were priorities in the field of battle. Okay. We nodded in silence. As we left the night duty room, we ran into Camiel and a few other angels, probably his subordinates, waiting for us outside.
第2階層六本木の扉を開くぞ。準備はいいか？
Sure.
あら、あなたが開くの？
悪いか？
Not really, no.
いえ、悪くはないけど。なるほどなるほど、納得。
Lilith. Lilith stole a glance at my face and proceeded to laugh. Camiel, on the other hand, looked away from us as if sulking.
あなたが心配らしいわよ。
Lilith poked my side with her elbow.
心配なものか？2日間とはいえ、徹底的に未来予知対策で鍛え上げたのだ。なので貴様が死ねば、俺の恥になるからな。
ああ、分かった。努力する。
どうも覇気がないような。
My apologies, but this is the most I could muster. It might not look like it, but I was pretty excited actually.
大丈夫よ。ヒロインもいることだし、やる気は十分だから。
まあいい。ついてこい。
With Camiel and his angel subordinates leading the way, we proceeded towards the gates of Tokyo Battle.
リリスさん？何？さっきの話に出てきたヒロインって…それはもちろん私よ。
Like anti-hero, I mean, what?
違うと思う。
The voices of Raziel and myself reverberated across the corridor's walls in unison.
はいはい。ヒロインはクグッズソラミちゃん。3サイズは上から82、61、83で割とむっちり系の女の子。
I'm not smart when it comes to sizes, but I'm pretty sure in the Raziel rat we discovered that Raziel is bigger.
いきなり何を抜かしておるか。
Stormy wrapped her arms around Lilith's neck.
ちょっと待って。ゲブ。
Lilith proceeded to violently tap the wall.
おお、綺麗に決まったネックハンギングツリー。感心してないで飛び。
With that, Stormy finally let Lilith go. The demon girl slowly crumpled to the ground and proceeded to rub her neck, breathing heavily. Meanwhile, Stormy pointed a finger at her and...
次にセツナの前で変なこと言ったら承知しないからね。
Violent!
へー、ほー、セツナの前じゃなかったらいいのね。
Sormi flushed all red in a split second. Her eyes watering, fingers shaking, she stole a glance at me, looking away the moment I tried returning her gaze.
いやまあそのいいですはい
Sormi seemed to intend to whisper this in Lilith's ear, but it reached us just as well since we were all paying utmost attention to the conversation.
さて、天道刹那、くぐつ空見、それにリリスとラジエル。今からお前たちはこの門をくぐって六本木へ向かうことになる。
Yep.
その覚悟はできているかって、どこに行ったあの野郎ども。
I don't know.
ああ、4人なら宿直室を出てすぐのところで立ち止まって何かやってましたけど。
プロレスごっこっぽかったよね。
Yeah, that's what it was.
なあ、
きちんと報告しろよ、そういう大事なことは。
カマエル様、何をおっしゃっているんですか。我々は愛の天使ハニエルですよ。ラブ時空発生中はたとえ上司といえども干渉はノーサンキュ
ラブ時空が発生したから仕方ないよね。
ーね
ラブ時空が発生していたか。なら仕方ないか。
ー、そうそう、仕方ない仕方ない。
Okay, creepy.
なわけあるかボケ。さっさと引っ張ってこい。
チェー、やっぱりカマエル様はこの手の話題に乗ってくれないや。
やっぱり恋天使ができそうにない天使ナンバーワンの座は伊達じゃないよね。
よーし、お前らいい度胸だ。今回の巡礼が終わったら第三階層への偵察任務をくれてやろう。
無理です。僕たち愛専用ですから。
せいぜいみんなを和ませるくらいしかできないです。
諦めんなよ。天使だってあればできるよ。熱血と根性があれば何だって絶対大丈夫だよ。
Oh, good lord, Cameo. I'm not sure who I like more, Belial or Cameo. And so we caught up to Cameo. He seemed oddly excited for some reason. I looked up at Tokyo Babel's gate once again. It was huge. Probably around 100 meters tall. Merely looking up at it caused my neck muscles to ache.
これ開くの？
開くとも。刹那、空見、この鍵を持て。
Cameo handed us a gold and silver key each.
かつて罪人が煉獄へ訪れた時、門を開いた鍵だ。使い方はおのずとわかるだろう。
I took a hold of the gold key. Sormi, meanwhile, clutched the silver one. As we closed in on the gates, we soon noticed two small keyholes on each of its sides.
私こっちだ。
Sormi pointed at the keyhole I was about to stick my key into. She did it like it was the most natural thing in the world, and overwhelmed by her seer-like atmosphere, I followed her lead. The other keyhole was probably mine. Without even exchanging glances, we stuck our keys in and turned them. The giant lock above us clicked, and the huge doors, howling like an old dragon, started to open up.
俺たちはここまで。天道刹那、
ああ、
死ぬなよ。
ありがとう。
Thank you! As the four of us stepped through the gate, the doors closed behind us without a sound. Finally separated from Pandora, we proceeded through this white space towards the second stratum.
真っ白だね。
正直落ち着かない。
A space wide as far as the eye could see. It seemed almost as if it were declaring that I had not forgiven even a speck of dirt inside it. That it did not forgive. Oh, God. A zealous, violent feeling place. I felt as if it were looking right through me, my sins exposed to its all-seeing eyes. It filled me with revulsion. Or maybe I was just tired.
ほらほら、早く行こうよ。
Sormi, on the other hand, seemed like she was going to a picnic. Her bright, easygoing spirit once again dispelled the shadows from my heart. A fair one-on-one fight was waiting for me beyond this space. No one would help me this time. My opponent was Oshiba Hagane, a young man who revered the future and was a complete enigma on all of the points.
あれ暗くなってきた。
Sormi, who walked ahead of us, scurried back to my side. Clasping onto my hand, she proceeded to glance around, unease coloring her face. The high spirits she possessed just before vanished as if they were never there.
大丈夫大丈夫。光が差す方へと向かえばいいの。出口はもう見えている。迷わないように。
Obeying the words of our friendly demoness and angel, we proceeded towards the small light flickering in the distance. Sormi clutched on my arm even harder. I didn't mind, but I wished she relaxed the force of her grip a little. It was quite hard to walk this way.
ごめん。でもちょっと暗いのは苦手でして。
そうなの？
まあ、いろいろとトラウマがあるというか。
Ugh. Ah, indeed. That school was pitch black, wasn't it? There was no helping it. I aligned my step with hers, and stumbling a little due to her pull, proceeded towards the exit. It appeared it was the doors of the exit themselves that were shining in the distance.
私がこっちで、せつながこっちと。
Like before, we stood in front of each other's keyholes and turned our keys. And instead of light, darkness seeped in through the open door. Disheartened by even deeper darkness, Sormi clutched on my arm again, with even more force than before. The town was veiled by murky nightfall. Seeing what came to be of the colorful Roppongi, everyone gasped.
ここが六本木のはずだが。
We could barely make out the contours of the town, aided only by a few electrical lights flickering in the distance. The faint light only added to the desolation, pervading the scenery. It wasn't pitch black, as so you couldn't see, but it was far from the light you'd expect from an actually inhabited town. This gloom was probably the manifestation of its current master's will.
支配者である押柴鋼の影響なのかしら。
I could hear uncertainty in Lilith's tone. Influence. Could one devastate a town to this level with influence alone? As we proceeded further into the town, we soon noticed another thing.
切られている。
Raziel summed up the whole situation in a single sentence. Yes, most of the buildings in the Pleasure Town were completely wrecked. Vertically, horizontally, diagonally, they were bisected at every angle in the book.
切ったっていうか、立ったというべきかしら。ひどいわねこれ。世界に現存する刃でこんなのできるのかしら。
Lilith tried touching the cross-section of one of the buildings, but jerked her finger away the very next instant, a pained expression on her face. Her fingertip grew the color of crimson.
切り口が鋭すぎて断面が極上のカミソリ仕立てになってるわ。うっかりポンと腕を置いたらそれだけで骨まで切れるかもね。
Eesh.
恐ろしい。
Goofifying.
空見、あなたにはここでうっかりこけて大惨事というネタを期待してもいいだろうか。
You're not helping them, Raziel.
ワクワクして見つめないでラジエルさん。そんなスプラッター映画は全米公開禁止。しかしその程度で死んでしまった元も子もないわね。しゃあない、これくらいは手助けしてやりますか。
Lilith and Raziel exchanged glances and proceeded to press their index fingers against Sormi's forehead.
彼女に害なす者へ夜の災いを与えましょう。我が方があなたの導き手となりますように。
White light and impenetrable darkness paradoxically engulfed Sormi.
構成防壁を作ってあげたわ。あなたにダメージを与えようとする存在は闇が自動的に排除しようとするから。
Damn.
自律式の誘導機能を与えた。あなたが転げたり足をふらつかせてビルの断面に触れようとするとその未来を打ち消すよう誘導する。
Shit.
ありがとう。でもこれセツナには？
Sormi stole a glance at my face, but Lilith shrugged.
必要ないわ。どうせこの断面を作り出すような敵と殺し合うんだもの。 この程度の守り、紙くずみたいなもんよ。
だろうね。
Not to mention my sturdiness was on a whole other level from Sormi. Touching a few razor edges should hardly cause me serious damage.
さて、あとはこの六本木のどこかにいるであろう押羽鋼を探すだけね。空見、何か見える？ちょっと待って。おかしいな。取り立てて何も見えない。あれ？ってことはこの辺りにいないか、もしくは眠っているか。いずれにせよ、ひとまず歩いて何かを探しましょうか。
何かって何？
さてね、ここは押羽鋼の支配領域、すなわち彼の信奉する者が隅々まで染み渡っているはず。戦う前に少しでも手がかりを集めておきたいわ。
So not a bad idea, actually. A reasonable approach. And it did indeed sound reasonable then. However, looking for clues also meant inspecting all of the places around, and Roppongi was...
リリスさん？何？
手がかりを探すんだよね。
そうよ。なぜにしてあなたはまっすぐここに？いいからいいから。
Lilith. Lilith seemed to randomly pick one of the bisected buildings and led us down the stairs to its basement. Where...
生き返るわ、この空気。
Is this a bar? Oh, it's a club. Inhaling a deep breath of the club's air, she suddenly seemed to be having the time of her life.
ここってあれだよね。クラブ？綺麗な女の人が男の人を接待したりご奉仕したりするあれだよね。
店名のピンクノーベンバーからも考慮するとほぼ間違いなくそうだろう。
What kind of name is Pink November?
なんたる悪魔的な店。
I agree. Saying that, Raziel nonetheless glanced around the club with utmost interest. Sormi, on the other hand, had a troubled expression on her face. She probably felt very much out of place. Lilith, meanwhile, humming a jovial tune to herself, disappeared into the further reaches of the establishment. Oh, God. We're gonna have something similar to the friggin' maid scene, aren't we? Okay. How bad can it be? Wait, this is a club. Oh, God, I'm not looking forward to this.
はいはい、ちょっと待って。
I am really not looking forward to this.
嫌な予感がしなくもない。天使的に考えて。
I agree with you, Raziel. As Sormi and Raziel disappeared into the depths of the establishment as well, I was left completely alone. With nothing else to do, I picked up a whiskey bottle and started playing with it in my hands.
グランリベット49年。
I don't drink, so that has no meaning to me. There was no record of whiskey ever being manufactured in the world I came from. Our alcohol history likely went off track somewhere. I spent my whole life having nothing to do with alcohol, obviously. But there was no need to hold myself back in this world, nor did I intend to. Maybe I'd have a little taste of this. I should have been alright as far as the age requirement was concerned. All my internal organs should be equivalent to those of a 20-year-old. However, I heard there were various ways one could drink whiskey. Diluting it with water was one, for example.
リリスに聞いてみるか。
読んだ。
Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Her voice reached me from behind. Thinking perfect timing, I glanced back, and, as if having met the gaze of Medusa, turned to stone. I could swear my body would have shattered to pieces if someone touched me back then. Okay, how bad is it?
お客さん、初めて？いいのよ。 この夜の魔女が優しく教えてあげるわ。
Please don't. Please don't.
ちょっと刹那なんか言ってよ。ノリが悪いのは嫌われるよ。
いやその何をやっているのかと。
Good lord. Lilith seemed to have changed her clothes. She donned a dress that probably belonged to someone who worked here. Well, it could be worse. The slit of her dress was so long and revealing I couldn't help but imagine the indecency that would occur if she as much as raised her leg up a little. Was this her plan in coming here all along, playing around in fancy Roppongi shops while teasing me? Yeah, it's Lilith.
さあ、座って座って。接待してあげるから。タバコ吸う？
No.
いや吸わない吸わない。
あと二人はちょっと待ってね。
Oh god, what did you do to them?
あと2人？
Oh.
服を返してほしいのだけど。
Good lord, Lilith. Raziel too, huh? She slowly drew in closer to us, stealing embarrassed glances at me. She too wore a long dress like Lilith, but her version had a very frank chest region instead. Did that thing function as clothing? It probably didn't. At least I had no idea how it could. But considering that this establishment was all about entertaining its male customers, I suppose it was a very fitting and effective costume.
なあ、もうほらほら、こっちこっち。
Oh my lord. Yeah, this is extremely awkward. Lilith forced me down on a sofa, and Raziel, having no other choice, sat down beside me.
とりあえず、お酒でも飲む？
No.
おう、いいわね。刹那どうする？
いや
I honestly feel bad for you, man. I had a premonition that drinking in the situation might lead to an extremely dangerous situation. Something that might possibly cause Belial or maybe even Cameo to rip my dick off. Where was Stormy, anyway?
ああラジエル
Oh my god, what did you do to her?
何？
Taken a bit off guard, she turned to me and drew closer, trying not to pay attention to the various things revealing themselves before my eyes. I asked her a question with perfect composure.
空見はどうしたんだ。
あれ？私のすぐ後ろに。ここ。
Oh god. How bad is it? Stormy's flushed face peeked out from behind one of the pillars. She glared at me for some reason.
どうしたの？早く来てほしい。恥ずかしいのはお互い様。
Lilith ain't. Yep. You kind of look like Asuka from friggin' Evangelion. No joke. She sprang from the protection of the pillar, glaring at me with teary eyes. The pink one-piece mini dress she chose to cover her most private parts with hard qualified as a garment anymore. Probably sharing my opinion, she closed in on us, clutching at and trying to pull her décolleté up with one hand and the hem of her skirt down with the other.
あまり見ないでよ。
Trying not to. I closed my eyes as per her request.
いやいや、目を開いてガン見してあげるのが男ってものだよ、刹那くん。
I'm not sure I can agree with that.
うわ、無視した。ちょっと空見、目を開けるように言ってやんなさい。だってこれ恥ずかしい。ラジエルの方が恥ずかしいから大丈夫よ。恥ずかしいからあまり見ないで。
Lilith. With these words, she pretty much stuck right next to me. I see. It was indeed much harder to observe her from such a close distance. Let me tell you one thing, Raziel. This strategy was the worst of all possible options at your disposal.
ちょっと刹那、なぜにラジエルがくっつくのさ。
She glared at me with an extraordinarily irked look.
よくわからない。
恥ずかしいから。
Yeah, she literally looks like Asuka. Raziel's voice was coming only centimeters away from my earlobes, making my heart beat faster. Meanwhile, Stormy, observing us, seemed to grow more and more irritated. All of this was very strange. Why did I end up in this situation? Because fanservice.
出張さん、ボトルキープしてボトル。あとシャンパンタワーやって。
Lilith! Stop it! Lilith seemed to be completely taken in by the atmosphere. Leaning on me with all her weight, she was trailing her finger along my chest. Diligently playing the role of the Witch of the Night, I suppose. Though now that I thought about it, I recalled hearing she was still a maiden from Raziel.
今なんか悪口言われた気がした。
Maybe. She clutched onto my sternum and proceeded to twist it.
ちょっとせつな、よくわからないけど離れたらいいじゃない。
この体勢だと立ち上がるのも難しい。
My body had sunk deep inside the embrace of the exceedingly soft sofa. Well, I could probably still stand up if I put some serious effort into it, but...
いいわ、わかった。
Sormi passed the table and, forcing my legs apart, insinuated her hips at the space in between... What?
おお、
What?
大胆大胆。あらやらしい。うっさいバカども。
それは僕も含まれているのか？
I'm getting a Persona 4 vibe from this whole scene, honestly.
当たり前だバカ人。
Please tell me you guys know what I'm talking about. It appears I am nobility. Either way, Sormi had her full weight on my knees. She's sitting in your lap.
僕はどうすればいいんだ？
なんもせずにそのボトルの酒で負けちゃえば。あとサラミの頭撫でて
四天王がやられたか。
とか言えばいいかもしれない。
What the fuck happened to your voice?
遠慮しておく。それより押芝鋼を探しに。
まあまあここで一時休んでからでも遅くないって。
I wasn't entirely sure if I should trust her on this particular matter.
何せつな。私がここにいることが不愉快なの？
I just feel the fan service is completely unnecessary. She looked up at me. At this angle, all sorts of things I couldn't see would reveal themselves in front of my eyes. I was a little scared to return her gaze.
別に不快ではないけれど。
I let out a deep sigh. Cameo would probably decapitate us all if he learned this is what we were doing here. In a single swing, swoosh.
そうよね。空見の胸の谷間が拝める状況を不快というのは男あいな獣の
Lilith!
としてどうかと思うのよ。
I wish he wasn't calling me a beast at least. I was diligently looking away from that area for her knowledge.
見えてる？
Sormi gave me an embarrassed look.
見えてない。
I declared that with my gaze still fixed on the wall.
だったらこっち見なさいってば。
I replied with silence. Meanwhile, Sormi took my head in her hands and forced me to turn to herself. Our eyes met. I concentrated on looking straight into her eyes, ignoring everything in my peripheral vision. And those were beautiful brown eyes indeed, though I thought twice about praising them in this situation.
何この空気？何純愛路線で見つめ合ってるのこの人たち。格好はえらい恥ずかしい状態なのに。
Duh?
リリス、変なこと言わないでよ。まあ、セツナは目線が下に落ちるのを必死こいて防いでるみたいだけども。
頼むから何も言うな、リリス。
Please stop talking. Sormi let out a jovial giggle.
セツナメッチ。
ノーコメント。
でも、やっぱりセツナも恥ずかしいことってあるんだ。
ない。いや、ある。少なくともこの状況は恥ずかしい。
Yeah.
大丈夫。私も恥ずかしい。禁断の果実をかじっているみたいでドキドキする。
Oh my lord. With that, she pressed her body against mine even tighter. Two inexplicably soft objects seemed to squeeze against my arm. I decided not to pursue that train of thought any further. Smart.
まあ、かくいう私もデレデレでね。
なんで偉そうなんだ？
せつな、こっち向いてなさい。横の二人は見ないの？
Oh my lord. Sormi turned my head back to herself again. I grew a little bit disconcerted since the bones of my neck let out a dull creak as she did that.
これでよし。私は良くないわ。そんなエロい格好、せつなに見せてやんない。空見も大概だと思うけど、それはともかくごまかした。
Yep.
ああ、そうだ。お弁当。リリス出して。
In these outfits?
あよ私これ、ラジェルこれ、せつなこれ、空見がこれと。
Oh boy.
どうしたの？フリーズしちゃってるみたいだけど。
いや、なんか。
Oh shit. The terror overcoming my senses was enough to mess up my manner of speech. All of our lunches seemed to be the same visually, but somehow I felt something very ominous about mine.
口に合わないなら食べなくてもいいからね。お腹いっぱいなら残しちゃってもいいよ。
Thank you for your motherly kindness, Sormi, but thanks to your warmth, I now lost my chance to turn back.
ママよ
Oh god.
やだママだなんて。
そっちじゃない
I blurted that out without thinking. Well, let's eat those meatballs already. I took a bite out of one and chewed on the meaty texture. And in that very moment, my world got torn apart. What? It was as if a cherry bomb had suddenly exploded atop my tongue, causing a tempest to swirl up inside my mouth. The storm ravaged my oral cavity, twisters tearing my flesh apart. The potent flavors of unprocessed wasabi and habanero pepper assaulted me at the same time in one double KO of extreme spiciness. It hurt so much, I could feel my tongue melting in the infernal heat. I would never be able to look at beef tongue with the same eyes ever again. Calm down. I started to lose track of my own thoughts. The most important thing now was water, or any other liquid just fine. Dude, water would make it worse. Drink milk.
あら、大当たりを引いたのは刹那だったのね。それじゃお水。
I poured the liquid from Lila's glass into my mouth in a heartbeat, but as I did, the inferno that had been sweltering inside my oral cavity only grew larger, as if imbued by a backdraft phenomena. She gave me alcohol! As a result, all sorts of things propelled from my mouth. And it was then that I understood that the liquid Lilith offered to me was no water at all. It was probably either vinegar, vodka, or something of that nature. The only saving grace is that I could not even tell its taste with my tongue already paralyzed from the previous attack. Payback! Lilith, like the diligent villain she was, waited for me to finish my thoughts before declaring her own peril. My body probably took its revenge on her out of reflex. Yeah. Sormi presented me with a glass of actual water. Letting out cries like a dying warthog, I proceeded to drink my water. Unfortunately, it didn't help much. The spiciness was turning into sheer pain now.
ハバネロのせいで目が痛い。唇も痛い。あれ？でもこれって関節キスじゃないかしら。リリスちょっとときめいていいかしら。
Lilith, come! Fuck!
ときめくな。そんなおぞましい関節キスがこの世に存在してたまるか。
Yeah. Thank you for temporarily taking my role of the common sense person in the group, Raziel. I signaled my appreciation to her with a well-timed thumbs up.
じゃあ、はい。あんして。
Sormi stuffed something soft and cool into my mouth. I tried licking it and my tongue suddenly grew placid and serene, in stark contrast to before, where I couldn't even speak because of the pain.
これはバター
そう、バター。辛いものにはこういうバターとか牛乳の脂肪分で舌を包み込むのがいいんだってさ。
I've never attempted that. I usually just drink milk whenever too much spiciness tears me up. The burning sensation was indeed growing fainter with every second.
これをあらかじめ出しておけばよかった。ごめんね。
ああ
I took another bite of the meatball. Everyone jolted up in shock. Lilith tried running away, but I just tasted the intense spiciness and licked on the butter before it grew too bad.
大丈夫？
慣れればいける一つ食べてみるか
いや、やめときます。
It was surprisingly edible. And so with a couple of distractions along the way, our lunchtime finally drew to a close. Get back in your normal clothes, please. Oh, god damn it. The three were still glued tight to
景
me.
気づけに何か飲んでおく？
戦いが終わったら
I considered it, but I'd rather have all my faculties in pristine condition during the fight. I didn't need alcohol to escape my fear. I could topple it with bravery and calm mind alone. Tokyo Babel was not a place for those who couldn't muster that much.
じゃあ、このお酒でも持っていこっか。
Are you even old enough?
持っていかなくても作ればいいじゃないか
味わったことのないお酒を作るのは難しいんじゃないかなと思う次第。そうね。空想では味の再現はできない。その点、このウイスキーは飲んだ人間の残留思念によって味が忠実に再現されているはずだし。
With that, Lilith was about to stuff the bottle into her pocket to mention when Sormi suddenly stopped her.
ねえねえねえ、ちょっと 匂い嗅がせてよ。はい、どうぞ。
Lilith removed the cap. Sormy timidly drew her nose closer to the bottle's neck and took a small sniff.
うわ
Her features warping, she promptly drew away.
あら、きつかった？あ、ちょっときつかっただけ。なんだろうね。甘いような、甘くないような、そんな感じ。お酒飲んだことないでしょ、どうせ。
I think I've only had whiskey one time, and that was when my stepdad tricked me. I have no memory of what happened.
記憶喪失ですから、もしかするとあったりするかもしれないよ。
All I remember is that my mom told me that I slammed my head on the table after one sip.
酒を飲んだ胃袋の匂いがしないのよ、あなた。
Then I was out for like 3 hours.
嫌な匂い嗅がないでよ。
Could you even smell such things?
リリス、私にも匂いを嗅がせて。
Is it okay for angels to drink alcohol?
あ、はい、どうぞ。
Lilith handed the bottle to Raziel. The angel promptly opened the cap and took a quick sniff. The shadow of sickness took over her countenance, and she covered her mouth with both hands. Wait a second! There were limits to how weak to alcohol one could be. While I'm at it, could you please get away from me, miss?
ダメだ。気持ち悪い。匂い嗅いだだけでそこまで到達するの？トイレに行きなさいよ、トイレ。トイレ。
Okay.
うわ、トイレって単語だけでさらに情勢が悪化してる。大丈夫。絶対大丈夫。天使はゲロ吐かない。いや、もう一歩手前だから。
Ew. It appeared she grew worse by hearing the word puke. It was probably for the best if we assumed Raziel's stomach was already at its limit.
とにかく立ちましょう。立って一緒に。
Sormy tripped on her feet as she tried standing up and ended up clinging on Raziel's back to avoid falling face first to the ground.
もうダメ。
Oh god. Raziel's lips ruptured like an active volcano. It was the first time in my entire life that I started screaming like a little girl. If Raziel hadn't used magic to immediately clean up the mess afterwards, I might not have gotten through alive.
いやー、楽しかった。衣装もちょっぱってきた。もとい買い取ったのでまた遊ぼっと。
Please don't, because in all honesty, the maid outfits were... Fuck, I don't know which set was worse. And time-wise, that's where I'm going to end it. I know I try to do an hour-long video, but I just do not have the time. Not to mention, I kind of need to recover after that. I don't... If you're new to the channel, just gonna throw this out there, I don't handle fan service that well. I'm imagining the next video is where the actual battle is going to get started. I hope to see that. But anyway, I've got some preparing to do. Which... Yeah, by the time this video, like I said, by the time this video goes up, I'll already be at Phantom Fest. But at the time I'm recording this, I still have some stuff to prepare for. So, that's unfortunately where I'm going to end it. So thank you so much for watching, and I apologize if I sounded like a little girl. Or a little child, actually. That's more accurate, to be honest. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna go get myself a glass of milk.